Hey there, everybody. What's going on? Welcome to the 18th hour. And we just finished watching 28 Years Later. This is not just because we dislike the movie. One of us might like it more than the other, but this definitely felt like two different movies.
I waited 18 years for this.
Well, I only saw the second one 2 days ago, so...
Yeah, I was talking shit to him, man. I was telling him we can watch the second one just so you can see it, but the second one was trash. I've only seen the second one twice. Once when it first came out, and then one more time, and I hated it, but watching it this last time, I really liked it.
I liked it a lot. It was very different.
Got me super excited for this one.
I did. I was very pumped for it. Yeah. This one doesn't feel... I don't know if it goes for like the artsy more vibe. It's more... It definitely doesn't feel scary or horror-esque in a sense.
We're going back to the original because we're filming on a iPhone instead of a fucking movie camera.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what they were trying to do. I mean, it's cool. It was filmed on an iPhone 15. It does have that kind of grainy look that the second one did not have. But other than that...
It looked good, though. It looked good. It has some really good shots.
Other than that, dude, this movie pissed me off.
I didn't mind it that much, but there are things that were bothering me. Like I said again, it definitely felt like two different movies. You have Aaron Taylor... Oh, my God, I can't say it. You have Aaron Taylor Johnson as the dad, and then you have the kid, which I forget the actor's name. Very good, by the way. I loved him.
Yeah, the kid was good. The kid wasn't the fucking problem.
The kid was good.
It was everything around him.
Yeah.
The movie.
Yeah. At first, you think... Okay, think of... And I know it's different. Think of almost like God of War, where you got the dad and the son. They're going out together. And they're venturing out in like areas and stuff like that. That's what you would think this movie's going for. But then it just takes a whole different like turn. And it... I don't know, it's like two scripts completely.
It is two different movies, 100%. I don't know, this ain't spoilers, right? Because this just came out. We saw this on tonight.
Yeah, AMC had a fan event, and they gave us some posters and stuff, which was alright. But the seats, man, I would just say like that, because I know you feel the same way. You need to update those seats, AMC. Like, come on now. They're too tight. I get that you update them for like Dolby, but even IMAX in certain areas, like it's still very uncomfortable. Come on now. Regal has you beat in that part.
I don't know how much I can get into with the spoilers.
We can talk about them in the end of it.
Yeah, we'll do that. All right,
style.
The movie's slow. I don't mind a slow burn, but nothing really happens. There's no intense carnage scene.
Yeah, there definitely wasn't, and I was expecting that, especially when he showed me the second one, because I've never seen these. He showed me these movies just
any
recently.
28 Days Later movie. Well, we've only had 3 now, but
yeah,
it don't seem like a 28 Days Later movie.
No, I saw that. You can make this a different movie, and then I guess you can kind of give it a pass, but still, my big issue is, despite it not having a lot of carnage, like he'll get more into that, Aaron Taylor Johnson's character is just gone, like, and it was very good.
Disappears.
You don't, yeah, he really does, and it's such a good, like, the father-son stuff was very good. I liked it. It was good. When they're hunting and he's showing them how to hunt the infected, but then it just stops and it turns into a quest because the kid's mother's sick, so he's trying to find a way to like see if somebody can help her. But then this is the part that I don't like. The kid was so terrified that he couldn't even shoot a single arrow when they're actually coming at him, right? So how is it that he gets the courage to get his mother, who is sick, who she can't manage herself properly, and venture in the actual open world area? You get that? Like that part.
Yeah, or maybe that experience with his dad, and then coming back, and them all calling him a hero and all that shit made him feel confident enough to go out there, but
But
no,
even,
I get what you're saying, dude. Dude, the movie has a lot of fucking plot holes.
but even he said like dad is just lying because he didn't do any of that. The dad was
Yeah.
yeah, he was like dad is just lying
Drunk and bullshit.
and a cheater.
Yeah. Yep. Wild.
Yeah, poor kid had to see that. But you go on it. Like, what do you? You're more passionate about it on this aspect than I am in the negative.
Kiss. Keep it simple, man. We don't need. I mean, maybe people are gonna complain. Drop a comment down below. Dude, we don't need no alpha zombies. That was dumb. I'm not gonna. Yeah, I'm not gonna get into that too much unless we get into spoilers, I guess. But dude, that was unnecessarily ridiculous. Fucking took me out of the suspense.
It did get distracting. At first, I was like, okay, that's kind of funny. But then the fact that the camera kept panning over it, it's like, all right, well, I get it. And they had so many chances to kill that thing when they were,
Dude.
kind of nerfed, like stopped it for a bit. I don't know why they didn't do it. But.
Oh yeah, okay. With the doctor, yeah, dude. That okay. The more I think about it, bro, this movie fucking sucked, dude.
The doctor was cool. He's a cool character, though. I liked him.
Yeah, Dr. Iodine.
Yeah, yeah. He was fine,
dude. No, I can't even talk about it. There's a certain scene with the mom and the doctor. He thinks it's emotional.
I liked it. I liked the scene. It gave me a little teary-eyed. And it was shot really nice.
Dude, that shit made me LOL and maybe teary-eyed for fucking Ted Bundy or some shit, dude. But that was like the most weird, cringe, dumb, like this is not realistic in any sort of way. I know we're watching a zombie movie here, but yeah, no, dude, that shit was fucking stupid. That shit was fucking stupid.
It was very different. It's very different. And after that's done, it cuts off to kind of like the whole action scene again with the zombie, because they get attacked later.
Yeah, out of nowhere. They're just like rushing, and then there's... I don't even know if the spoil... There's a baby. Brand newborn baby. I ain't never seen a starving baby so quiet in my life.
Yeah, that's it. They was just feeding it water.
Most babies tend to scream, cry, bitch, and complain. Whine. Sounding mean here. But, yeah, no, dude, there's zombies trying to attack, and they're trying to stay quiet, infected. And, that baby's just staying quiet with them.
They kind of got smart, though, in a sense. Do you think they breeded? Because you know how he was looking at the
he got, like, sad, yeah.
Yeah.
We're spoiling shit here, but, dude, that's another thing. Dude, this is stupid.
It's... I like the first half more. The mom scene I really do like. There's a mom scene in there. I enjoyed it. The first half is better. The second half, it's just... What?
Yeah, the beginning of the movie's decent.
Yeah.
Shit with Aaron Taylor Johnson is decent.
Good acting. The acting is great, though. I liked it. It was good. Everybody did pretty well with their performance. Like, it was good. It kept me entertained. I didn't really look at the time, but I was nodding in my head like, wow, this is very different from the last two. And I get it. They even still are. Like, the first movie compared to the second one, very different. And now this one's even more different. Dude, but...
Two technically fucking 3 people died in this movie.
Yeah. There really isn't any... And I get it. We were talking about this on the way before we got here to film, and the whole thing about it's infected movie or a zombie movie. You did mention that they do call them zombies.
Just the one dude who's out in fucking regular society who's seen fucking zombie movies, probably.
Yeah.
Because he's got an iPhone and shit.
Yeah.
These ain't zombies in this movie. They're fucking... They eat worms.
They're also very violent on animals, too. I don't know. Was that even on the...
They're eating animals in this one. I think they did it in the other ones, maybe.
Did
but,
they?
Bro, they fucking... stopped chasing this one guy and went after his fish that he was cooking.
He did. That was towards the end. Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
And little alpha gang leader zombie. Come on. Who he's more zombie than other zombies because he can't die. And you can shoot him, pump him full of arrows, and he ain't dying.
Although that scene when the dad and him are in the house and the alpha's just looking, that was a cool looking shot there in the beginning. Before we found out the whole rest of it.
Yeah.
He was just staring at them. But...
And no spoilers yet, but the end of this movie...
Okay, it does come out of random, like left field. I was wondering when they were going to show that character. I thought that was it. Well, I don't want to spoil, but
dude, I already thought I was being hit in the face with dicks with this movie, and then the fucking creators of the movie actually fucking just smack you in the face with their dick at the end of this movie, bro. With that shit, dude. That's literally what that felt like. That shit was stupid, bro. That shit was stupid. Everybody laughed in the theater. Except me, because I'm staring off fucking pissed, dude. I've never seen anything come close to a fucking third entry in a movie. Halloween Ends.
Oh.
And so left field stupidity, bro. I've never seen something in a franchise that's known for being scary and intense.
It changes tone really quickly.
And then it just kind of like ends like, yeah, that's the setup for the new trilogy we got. Fuck your new trilogy.
Didn't know they were making a new trilogy until later that you mentioned it.
It's like, oh, we finally find out who Jimmy is at the end, kind of, because there's this fucking zombie hanging upside down with Jimmy carved in his chest at the beginning of the movie.
And show the cross.
Yeah, and then you see who Jimmy is at the end. I don't give a fuck, dude. I think they thought you were going to be excited for the next movie. Find out who this character is in his jumpsuit with his fucking parkour zombie killing fucking crew. Dude, that was the dumbest thing I've ever seen in a movie, I think.
Man.
That dropped that shit down 2 stars immediately for me. And it already was hovering at a modest probably 3.
Out of 5?
Yeah.
I'd give it.
So do that math.
I give it like a 3 stars or 2.5 stars maybe. Then why not?
Yeah, the more I think about it, the more I'm like, dude, there are some decent fucking ideas in this movie.
Yeah. Again, the beginning was pretty good. The second half, it just doesn't make sense how a character was just so...
And these ideas were executed. Mm-hmm. And I don't mean executed correctly. I mean they were assassinated. They were executed. They were just fucking trash.
Horrible. We should go to spoilers, and that way we can just let everything out then. Right?
Alright, then yeah, the fucking alpha zombies. I guess if you're an alpha zombie, you get a big flopping donkey dick. That's what you get. And there's scenes where, yeah, the camera's like fucking...
It literally pans right at it. Like, you're just staring at it.
And it's flopping, dude, down to his knees. I swear to God.
People were laughing. At first, you think it's funny. But it's like, it's literally every time. I just mentioned that earlier.
All the zombies are naked.
Yeah. Except for the pregnant lady halfway. There's a pregnant
zombie. No, she was naked.
She just had the blouse. Didn't she? I think she just
had
a blouse.
Dude, her fucking zombie titties were out.
Yeah, but she just had a blouse anyway still, but...
There was, dude, you talking about when she was in the bus?
Yeah.
She was completely naked.
I thought she had a blouse.
No.
I swear she had a blouse.
No, you watch a non-zombie baby come out of a fucking zombie pussy.
Okay, so my thing with that, because these are infected, even though they call them zombies now also. The whole scene when she's giving birth and the mom of the kid who is, she's sick, the zombie goes like this, and then the mother the kid's mom tries to help her give birth. It's weird. My thought process was, hold on, these people are infected, they're crazy, they lost their mind completely, but there's like some form of like humanity still, like, oh wait a minute, you can still, I guess, somewhat help. But right after she gives birth, she goes crazy and they just shoot her and they kill her. I thought that was okay, but yeah, I really haven't seen a zombie baby ever before, like, or a kid that's coming out of a mom that's infected and not be infected. The doctor in the movie does say that he's been wondering if that would happen. So I don't know. I mean, I don't really hate it, but but the baby was really quiet. I won't lie. Yeah, the baby was really quiet.
Dude, that whole scene was fucking stupid. He's downplaying this shit like a motherfucker, bro. Zombie's freaking out, and this woman comes over and holds the zombie's hand, the infected's hand, while it's fucking giving birth and shit. And then, listen, this 12-year-old kid's mom, where he's trying to take her to a fucking witch doctor in the woods. The doctor ends up telling her that she's got cancer and she's gonna die. So he mercy kills her. And his whole thing is he likes to burn fucking bodies. Shut up. He likes to fucking burn bodies, dude. He's trying to defend this movie.
I like that. I like that scene a lot, though.
We'll get to it. He likes to burn bodies and then fucking like wrap all the fucking bones all around the poles. And he takes the skulls and he makes a little skull triangle TP shrine.
Tower.
Yep. So what fucking Lewis over here thinks is sentimental.
It got me, man.
This doctor shoots this kid with a dart in the ass, with a morphine dart to make him loopy. And then the mom is like, oh, here, hold this little non-zombie baby and take care of this, and always remember me. She goes off in the woods with Mr. Witch Doctor Iodine Man. He fucking gives her
he covers himself with iodine fully. That's why he's saying that.
Yep. He gives her a fucking morphine overdose and then comes back. And this is the sentimental part he's talking about.
It got me, man. I got a little teary-eyed, bro.
He comes back while this kid is sitting here crying about his mom and sets down, what is it? None other than his fucking mom's skull. And says, give him the best place.
You did look at once that scene. I was actually
give him the best spot.
I was slightly teary up, and then he looks at me like this.
You watch this kid climb this 20-foot skull tower and get to the tippy top, telling his mom he'll never forget her. He misses her. Kisses this fucking skull. Remember, it's a skull, and places her skull on the top. And yes, moves it towards the sunset.
I mean, the movie could have ended there. That's true, in a sense.
And that would have been absolutely fucking hilarious and the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life.
But both, I mean, either way, you probably wouldn't have liked it either, yeah. Would you prefer the mom scene, if that ended it, or the parkour scene in the end?
Dude, any of those are fucking stupid.
I would prefer the mom thing. The parkour thing, this does come out of nowhere. There's a guy, in the beginning, you get introduced to this kid, a set of family, and they're being infected. The whole town gets like eaten, and this little boy runs away. He goes to his father. His father was a priest, right? He was just saying that, right? The priest tells him like, hey, this is judgment, go. He gives him a cross, and we never see the kid ever again. I thought in the beginning that was Aaron Taylor Johnson who grew up, because years later passed. No,
the movie was so shitty I forgot all about that. Yeah.
No, see
that part was decent.
Yeah, that was cool. Yeah, that was, yeah. But see, that's the thing. They never bring it. I thought that was the dad the whole time.
But it was the least intense intro out of all of them.
But can you believe that intro actually had the most carnage throughout the whole movie? Except for the parkour scene. One thing about the parkour scene, while it was kind of silly, the thing where they're like doing this to the neck and you see the neck flapping up, that was cool.
That was just so goofy and stupid, man. It took it out of it. The only cool scene was when that Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
That was cool. And it happens twice, once off camera.
The thing with the whole... Yeah, it definitely changes the whole tone thing. Because again, this movie's being played more like a somber thing, more sad and all that. And then this comes in out of nowhere with heavy metal music. And just like to get you pumped up and stuff. Again, I didn't know there was going to be multiple movies. And it just setting you up for like the sequels. It is weird. I wasn't a big fan of the ending. It's definitely weird. But back to the cross thing. That little boy with the cross. The guy that the kid meets when he can't jump over this, like, what is it, the Hill of Rocks or something that it was when he was like...
Yeah, it was something like that.
You see the cross, and it's the same kid that was in the beginning. So he grew up to be this, I guess, badass zombie killer. But it's just weird. It's like, why? I guess they're going to use him for the other movies. But it was just so out of nowhere.
Don't care.
It was out of nowhere. the kills all happen off screen. That's disappointing. I will say that. I'm not gonna lie. There's a scene where when they finish giving birth to like the zombie baby, there is a soldier in there. He has a gun and all that stuff, and he's about to shoot the zombie baby. The guy gets pulled up by the alpha zombie, the big Mandingo guy, and you see he gets killed, but it's off screen. The guy comes down with his, almost like a Sub-Zero Mortal Kombat style fatality where he has a skull and you see the spine like flapping everywhere. That's all you see. All the human kills happen always off screen. The zombie kills, they do this weird thing. I don't know if it's stylistic choice, but every time I thought the movie was freezing. But
that's what I was about to bring up. The shitty ass cuts in this movie.
When they shot the arrows of the zombie, they would do. Think of Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, right? You know how that's the artistic choice of the kind of
like this pause,
the slowing thing. Yeah, but it does this pausing movement every time they killed a zombie. It's like 2 frames.
Then it has all this old history war footage.
That didn't go anywhere. You're right. That didn't go anywhere. That didn't go anywhere.
And it had nothing to do with anything.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it didn't. That's right. A lot of things, too.
A lot of questions, man.
And then the mom, when the kid is like they're like sleeping under this like little like building, and you see these crawling like big zombies that they can't really like run. Kid's about to get killed, and the mom can't do anything. And then you see that the mom actually saves the kid, grabs the zombie, and bashes his head against the concrete wall, like kills it, cold blood. And
doesn't remember doing it.
Doesn't remember doing it. They never bring that up. I always thought they were gonna. It's probably like, oh, maybe she's being. Because did you notice that when she's talking, or she's looking up in the sky, you heard like kind of like radio frequencies. Mm-hmm. I thought that something was gonna happen with her, like something's messing with her. Maybe I'm stupid or something, but that never. It just kind of. Nothing happens. The first half of the movie was much better. Second half, I did like the mom scene. He didn't like it. No bueno. And I'm conflicted about that, because it's like it would have been a much better movie, and I get it. They don't have to be the same, but still.
Bro, the long blonde haired dude trying to look like Axl Rose with all the fucking gold rings on in the jumpsuit with his fucking little crew doing the parkour, that shit.
No, I get that. That part was funky. Yeah, it was
funky fresh, bro.
Yeah. The soundtrack wasn't bad. Kind of forgettable. They do play the classic 28, theme, but more in a what was it? Kind of like piano acoustics in a sense. But you don't get that build up how in the first movie, where the second movie comes, where it plays and like swells up. I like that. I like movie scores a lot, and that didn't play. And I was like, oh man, okay, well that kind of sucks. Do you have anything to say about it?
Go see it at your own risk. I mean, everybody's got their own opinion, but it was not what I wanted for a 28 Days Later movie.
The first half is definitely better. Again, I saw the first movie a few months ago. The second movie, he showed it to me 2 days before this movie came out. And I actually really enjoyed it. I was like, oh crap, and it got me hyped for this. I was expecting more of that. And the beginning of it, while different, it's like, okay, we're taking this turn. But then you don't get that. And it's like, so where are we going for? Like, what is going on?
The second one is phenomenal compared to this one.
The second one is very good compared to this one, that's for sure. I would rank this lower. Out of 3, this one is definitely the lowest, for sure.
Yeah, this one's number 3.
Yeah.
So what's your final rating out of 5 stars?
Out of 5 stars, I give it 2.5.
I'm going to be nice and give it a 2.
I just really like the beginning part a lot. And I wish I was more in it. But the thing that really drives, again, it's a horror movie, and not saying that everything has to be all carnage and all that stuff, but it's a zombie movie. And if you're coming to see, or an infected movie, how they also say, but if you're coming to see this, you're expecting to get kills like the other ones. Like, there were some crazy kills in that second movie that I saw 2 days ago. Like, crazy. And I was pumped for this, and you don't get that. It's all off screen.
There's shit I didn't like about the second movie that now don't seem too goddamn bad.
Yeah, that's true. That's for sure. That's true. Yeah. So yeah, I would give it 3.5. Oh no, 2.5. I'm sorry. And you said 2?
Yeah, 2. Maybe we'll do a ranking video on all 3 or some shit. Drop some comments down below and let us know.
Well, everybody, that will do it for the video. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and comment down below. Did you enjoy this movie? Where would you rank it off the other, the last 2? Did it meet your expectations? Let us know down below. And as always, we'll catch you guys next time, okay? Bye.